Hey, hey, Cancer. Intuitive Soul Coach here with your July 2024 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, bottom of the deck. It does look like things have been moving forward, but possibly not at the pace that you would like. That's about to change. Okay. For some of you, there's been a reawakening of maybe passion, a reawakening of goals, of ambition, vitality. And I do feel for a lot of you, if you felt like there was some sort of delay, Cancer, or you were stuck in a bit of a rut, you have the fortune, the wheel of fortune energy coming in here where you're moving forward after a major turning point. Something is happening, and I almost feel that something has to do with divine intervention. You have the feather showing up in your reading, and this is about being divinely guided. So for some of you, there has been a breakthrough. Okay, this could even be a burst of energy that shows up out of the blue. For others of you, I feel like you're making choices to take action on maybe your health, getting to a better place here, health-wise, mentally, physically, emotionally. There could be a lot going on after a bit of maybe inactive energy. You know, when your mouse, if you use a computer and a mouse, right? After a period of time, it goes inactive and you have to shake it up or wake it up a little bit. I feel like that was your energy. It's like there's been something that you kind of had to shake up here, and it's sparking a reinvention within yourself. Let's clarify. What's this all about here for Cancer? Three of Wands. Yeah, you're moving forward here. Prosperity arising from wise planning. So maybe that idleness or delay, right? Whatever this card is showing up, maybe there was some sort of divine delay. And I feel like it was to prepare you for something long lasting. It's almost like it may have been testing you in a way, Cancer. Do you really want this? How bad do you want this, right? Are you focusing on this at this time? And then boom, because we have the knotting rope, which is about long-term lasting commitments. And then we have spiritual realization here. So there is some sort of realization that in order to fulfill your deepest desires, your dreams, longevity, stability, maybe the 10 of Pentacles for some of you, I feel like it's been a slow moving process or a slow ride to achieve some sort of opportunity or goal. But that's what you have at the bottom of the deck, is a new opportunity coming in for you to take possibly a different approach or to gain a different perspective. That's what I see for a lot of you. I'm getting Hanged Man energy with this card. So for some of you, this does have to do with brand new perspectives. Prosperity arising from wise planning. Some of you could even be traveling in the month of July. You could be booking a trip or planning a trip. This could even be an excursion or possibly a cruise. For others of you, you may be getting out on the boat. I see a pontoon here, but you could be getting out on the kayaks, the paddle boards, the jet skis. I feel like you could be partaking in water activities this month if you live in the northern hemisphere. For others of you, if you live in the southern hemisphere, maybe you are thinking about traveling to someplace warm, but it's time to take the next step. Your plans are actually going to turn out not just as expected, which is what it says here. I feel better than expected. So I'm going to change up the words here in this tarot, because Spirit is giving me better than expected. It's because you don't have expectations necessarily. You feel the fire, you feel excited about it, and you haven't put a cap on your level of excitement. You're just kind of going with the flow. You're not containing it. And that's what the fire is all about here. is allowing it to, spark and to flow. And fire is all about inspiration, creativity, passion. It's our spiritual energy within. You're listening to your intuition, and your intuition, Cancer, is telling you it's time to take the next step, right? No more delays. So this is quite beautiful. This could be a childhood dream. For some of you, it does have to do with children or a soulmate connection. Embrace your inner child, new friends, or rekindled relationships. Sometimes this can be the card of nostalgia. But I also feel for some of you, if you've been struggling with a child or some childhood wounding, this is an opportune moment. I mean, not only is it your birth month for a lot of you, or your birth season if you're a sun sign Cancer, or if you're here because you have Cancer placements, this is a really great time to embrace some of your childhood dreams and resolve challenges, resolve conflict, to get over this hump of slow progress or stagnancy. Or if you haven't been consistent with maybe a dream of yours that you've had for quite some time. You have the 5 of Wands here backing up the 6 of Cups. It says withdraw from drama. Okay, some of you could be fighting amongst your siblings, or children could be really pressing your buttons at times. But I also feel that this is about patience. Have patience with yourself, with those around you. Yeah, because some of you may have been very snappy at your loved ones, right? You could have been snappy specifically towards children. And I feel like it was due to feeling burnt out. The fire can come in and it can burn, right? We don't feel like we have motivation and energy. But the thing is there's a new opportunity for you to feel more ambitious, feel more motivated than maybe you have in the past. And if there are any challenges, the 3 of Wands says you're moving forward, right? You are taking the next step to resolve conflict, to maybe address some concerns, to take a look at past relationships or any feelings of nostalgia that have held you back, and addressing them head on so you are able to move forward. So I like this. I don't even mind to see that 5 of Wands. I'd much rather see that than the 5 of Swords. But I do feel, look at the star. That's probably why, because you have this ability to heal at this time, to heal or mend situations that may have caused you some distress with the star. Spirit, tell me about this divine guidance, divine intervention. Okay. Thank you. Spirit is actually, I don't talk about myself too much in these readings unless it, relates, of course, to something that's going on in your life. And as I'm tuning into this energy, Spirit is bringing a time when I had out of the blue, and this happens quite often, but this was something that I could not ignore. It was last summer, I believe. It was last summer. I've had a little bit of a, on-off relationship, a little bit of struggle with my own mother. And we had went through a period of time where we didn't talk, unfortunately, for quite some time. And it was last summer. I was out on my paddleboard in the middle of nowhere, not a soul in sight, but many, many animals. That's where I really connect and receive a lot of downloads, a lot of information. That is my church. And a message came through from my deceased grandmother who said, Melissa Sue, that's my name for all of you who didn't know, right? Melissa Sue, you need to contact your mother. And I hesitated and I said, groaned. My little inner child came out through a tad bit of a hissy fit. And I said, but I don't want to, right? Or do I have to? But I was guided. I got to listen to grandma when she comes in, right? And she said, it's time to call your mother. It's time to mend this rift because you're both stubborn and you could sit in this for years. And it's time for you to reach out and it's time. Maybe a week ago it wouldn't have been time, or a month ago, but now's the time, and I'm coming through to let you know that you need to make the call. And I said, well, can I do it tomorrow? Right? I said, can I do it tomorrow? And I ended up calling my mother the next day, and mind you, I hadn't spoken to her, unfortunately, for probably a year, if not longer. And I called her, and that was the beginning of a new opportunity to heal and mend our relationship. And we're stronger and better today because of that divine intervention. And the reason why I'm telling you this here, Cancer, is because for some of you, this does have to do with a family member. This does have to do with a loved one. Maybe it's an apology. Perhaps it is a breakthrough within yourself. It could be divine intervention that literally parted way in the clouds, and my grandmother's voice came through loud and clear in the form of even angelic wings showing up in the clouds. It was actually quite a spectacular moment that I could not, nor would I have wanted to ignore or resist. But there's that little piece of us that sometimes throws a little bit of a child hissy fit and wants to hold a grudge, or wants to not act upon what our intuition is guiding us to do. But I feel like that story is coming up because some of you are being guided to heal something with someone or within yourself. Okay, so let's move on from that energy. Again, star at the bottom, a dream come true, believe in yourself. It's the end of a difficult situation. And even though both my mother and I had to go through that period of reflection, and we had to choose, or at least I chose to love from a distance, there can be reunification, and that's what that Six of Cups can represent as well. So if you haven't talked to someone for a while, or if there has been some unfinished business here or lack of closure, perhaps now is the time for you to make amends. All right, what do we have for advice for this divine guidance? Oh, wow. Aces, aces, aces showing up. You can't make this up. You have the Ace of Pentacles. There's your new opportunity. You have the Ace of Swords. There's your truth. There's your conversation or your breakthrough. And then we have the Four of Swords. There's the healing and the recovery. You guys, I have major goosebumps. Knight of Pentacles is slow moving energy. But it says there's so much yet to accomplish. There's so much yet to evolve from, a situation. This is a new path, a new direction, Cancer, that you can trust, right? This is something that you fully understand the roles that maybe you and another have decided to play out in this lifetime. If this has to do with another, if this is you, this could be your devotion to your career, to your family, to your healing, to your health. This is, a very detailed energy, but it's about being watched over by someone very kind as well. That's coming through. And we have that energy with the divine guidance. So some of you, your mother has crossed over. There's no such thing as coincidence. And even though I share with you some stories of my life, some of you, this does have to do with the crossing of a loved one. Some of you may even see a sign of a feather, or there could be a song that shows up that reminds you. Someone really enjoyed gardening is what I'm picking up on. Someone may have grown flowers or grown their gardens. I'm also getting rabbits. Okay, someone may have had rabbits, or a bunny could be involved in some way, shape, or form. Maybe rabbits in the garden. Okay, but I do feel like this energy has been slow, but there was a reflection period. Just like in my story, there was a reflection period that needed to take place. And sometimes we sit in that reflective period because we start to feel like it's our comfort zone. I hadn't talked to my mother in quite some time, and we start to just default onto that, and we don't take action or take a decision to do anything about it. And by the hand of, my granny, by the hand of her, sometimes we get that breakthrough, whether it shows up as loud and clear as it did for me, or it could be, a song on the radio. It could be, listening to a conversation in the grocery store line, right? Spirit is always giving us signs and symbols. So Cancer, there's the double opportunity here. It's your lucky day. New resources of money, time, support. This could be a change in job, a change in promotion. It could be related to a gift around financial matters, home, stability. This is beautiful. This is long term as well. It's something that you can see, you can feel, you can touch. It's in the tangible world. And I feel if you say yes to this opportunity, because we have the Knight of Pentacles, it may have felt like it was slow coming, but it's actually going to be better than expected. And that's that energy here. Now, a wonderful new idea. This could be an idea. This could be a project. It could be some form of important communication that comes to you, or a conversation that you need to have, even if it's difficult, even if it means setting your pride aside or stepping out of a comfort zone. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. Because once you do, Cancer, you have the Four of Swords. Insight that comes from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. This can be, healing and recovery. For some of you, it may be that you need to be in that reflective period. Maybe this is time for you to love someone from a distance. Maybe it's not time to try to fix or mend. I mean, this is a new opportunity. Take it as it resonates to you. It's going to be different for each and every one of you, but you are being divinely guided here. There's no, that's definitely the case with the double aces, which aces bring in gifts. And it's been a slow progress here, or process, but I do feel like there are new energies, new ideas, new resources, new opportunities, which is what we see right below the slow progress. So this basically clarifies the Knight of Pentacles in a nutshell with the new opportunities, the lantern. And remember, it's not the lantern that lights the way, right? It's the light within. And there's something here about your light. And for some of you, you feel like your light went out and it's being reignited. It never went anywhere, but sometimes it's hard to see when we go through life's pain and life's disappointments and life's, conditioning, and we go through things that really tear us down sometimes. And I feel like something is showing up where you're able to feel this light once again. Okay. So I really love this spiritual awakening. Whew. Let's look at this turning point. Wheel of Fortune, finally moving forward, right? We're putting that wheel back on the wagon, back on the chariot, and things are rolling forward. Let's take a look. What do we have here for Cancer, please? What do we have for Cancer? We have Nine of Swords. You're putting an end here to some sort of anxiety. Okay, your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Yeah, this is a new opportunity. Endings bringing in new beginnings. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. If I was to go into that situation with my mother with the same energies of possibly regret, guilt, or worry, shame, disappointment, bitterness, you name it, anything that the Seven of Swords can bring up within oneself. It's very mental. It's the mind. It's intellect. We wouldn't have been able to start off on that new beginning, right? If we would have went into it with, arms blaring, fist up, right? Pointing fingers here and you did this or that's what happened. But no, we started very fresh and we took little baby steps to rebuild that sense of trust. And I feel like that's what you're being guided to do, is take the baby steps towards this new beginning. It doesn't have to be instantaneous, right? Allow yourself to open your heart. Look at that Page of Cups. It says open-hearted. And I heard open heart as soon as this came out. So allow your heart to open. Give it some time, right? Give it a very loving, gentle energy here. It says a new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations. It's also about great intuitive insights. So when this Page of Cups shows up, This is opportunities to communicate. This could be messages. This could be invitations. It could be new love offers. It is something that's going to make your heart open up. And maybe some of you, right, the heart's been a little bit shut down, or you haven't felt passion towards your work. You may have even struggled feeling a sense of passion or dedication to your own children, right? No judgment here. We get that way. We get that way. And it's about you being able to move out of some sort of slump that maybe you are in, or get out of some sort of period of not feeling 100%. And we go through those phases at times, but that's shifting. You're letting go of drama, or you're letting go of pain. I'm getting here mental stories that have kept you stuck. Sometimes that 9 of Swords can also be around sleep. So some of you, there's been struggles around sleep, maybe sleep apnea, maybe someone snores. This could be not getting enough sleep due to anxiety. I feel like you're going to get some answers here, or there is an invitation to partake in something that reduces your stress, and that's really going to help you sleep better. Yeah, maybe it has to do with getting outside a little bit more. Let's get your final energies. All right. So this has to do with the new opportunity, Spirit is saying, because that's at the top here. It's interesting because it's almost like we push the cart to the bottom. And now, I don't know if you noticed that, but on the top is the new opportunity, where before it was the cart. And I feel like you're seeing through something. You're seeing that it's time. There's the Tower. Okay. There's the 3 of Swords. This is good. And I'll tell you why. This is why, look at, you have the Sun and you have the High Priestess. Okay, this is light at the end of the tunnel. This is forward movement, again, after feeling disappointment or pain, because there was a Tower moment. It says a sudden revelation that offers you freedom. This is divinely inspired. It's divinely guarded, guided. Some of you, it is about releasing the guard that you had around your heart, maybe. I mean, maybe some of you are correctional officers or guards of some sort. I also feel like you are releasing the past here in a big way, something that shook up your life, and you were dealing with the shambles. You were dealing with the residual energies of a foundational shift. It says a revelation that offers freedom. Break free of procrastination. Maybe you were putting it off, right? Maybe you were putting it off until the next day it just becomes default, and you just go with it and you say, maybe tomorrow, and maybe next month, maybe next year, maybe when this happens, when that happens. We procrastinate, we push it off until a Tower moment comes in. We can't push it off anymore. My granny came through and said, enough is enough, right? And it was a change that really altered my destiny. And I made that choice, right? If I wouldn't have listened to my intuition, right? If I wouldn't have listened, I mean, it was hard not to at that point. I probably didn't listen for a little bit anyway, and I kept putting it off until that message came through. But that's what's showing up, is Spirit is bringing you some sort of revelation that's offering you time to let go of this 3 of Swords. Release the past. You're going to grow from this situation. Time heals all wounds. No matter where you're at, if you are in that phase of you haven't talked to someone for a while, or if you've been procrastinating, putting off the inevitable, you're not going to be able to put it off forever, because you're moving forward here. Spirit is saying it's time to move forward. It's time to change your life. That's why you have the Tower. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. You literally have the word opportunities here. That's what we're clarifying. So there is opportunities to really bring you happiness. That's why you have the Sun, Cancer, and the High Priestess, which is you. That's your major arcana. And then we have the Sun, and the Sun is Leo energy. Okay, so Leo is the end of July into August. The time is now, right? The time is now. Powerful psychic insights, reflection, and meditation that provide valuable information. It says be at peace. You're going to receive some sort of psychic information. Maybe it's through a reading. Maybe some of you receive a reading. Maybe it's from me, right? Maybe it's from, someone of a trusted source. It could be through your own meditation, through your own downloads that allow you to really open up to the sun. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspirational success. This is inspiration. This is success. This is abundance, happiness. It's good health, good life. It is about, paying attention to what your intuition is telling you, because your intuition is leading you towards happiness. And even if it doesn't feel like that right in the moment, it's here. It's here. It's a new opportunity. Don't be scared to say yes. Don't be scared of what the results may be, because it's not about the results necessarily, right? It's about being present in the now. And that's truly the gift. And if you stay present with your actions, your thoughts, being mindful, and you are striving to just be all that you can be each and every single day, even if it's baby steps, right? You're going to see that your days are brighter. You're going to see that your energy is shifting. And I love this for you. Let's clarify some of this here before we grab a soul truth card. Spirit, can we clarify a bit of the tower? Okay, I feel like this tower is in the past, but if some of you are going through a tower, let's get a little bit of insight. I always like to clarify the majors, but let's look, because we have a lot of majors coming in. All right, we have the Six of Cups again showing up. So it's just confirming and clarifying. It may have to do with 10 of Pentacles, 10 of material at the bottom. We have the Six of Voices, so double six energy here. 6-6 could be significant. Some of you have 6-6 in your address. You may have sixes in your age, your birthday, telephone number. Take it as it resonates. Sixes are about harmony, problem solving, loyalty, and love, right? Six of Cups, it's about healing something from the past, maybe even healing those childhood wounds. Six of Swords is moving on to calmer waters. 10 of Pentacles is long-term, right? This is the card of privilege, financial stability, retirement, marriage, family ties, inheritance. It can be the card of Wall Street, money. It is most people's dreams here in the physical world. It's having all the things that you need to create that heaven on earth and to embrace the energy of gratitude, right? That's the difference between the difference is gratitude over entitlement. It's that's how I say, gosh, I'm butchering this here. But the difference between entitlement and privilege is gratitude. That's what I'm meaning to say here. So there's something about having an attitude of gratitude, knowing that, it's not an entitlement. It is because you have taken action to, again, ascend or make different choices to get to different places in your life, in your journey. And some of you, it does have to do with healing. There's the star again, you guys, showing up at the bottom of the deck because you've done some massive healing, massive transformation that may have to do with your lineage, your ancestral healing for some of you. This can also be about your debts, right? Your financial debts. I feel like you are financially recovering, emotionally recovering, even though this is something physical. I feel like you've gone through loss and the comeback is stronger than the setback. So you are coming back from something that was very disappointing or very challenging. All right, last but not least, let's get a message from your soul's truth. Cancer, what do we have for your soul's truth and guidance and action steps to move forward? All right. We have, am I focused on what I want most? And this was also Gemini's. So we're just going to sneak peek this here, but some of you may have Gemini in your chart, or you may have had some massive transformations in Gemini season, which was, right behind you. But I also feel like this is you focusing and getting clear on what you want moving forward, right? What you focus on grows. So ask yourself, Cancer, is your life a reflection of your values, or do you need to make adjustments? It may be time to prioritize. And lastly here, name all the things you love, Cancer. Are you one of them? Today's mantra, I give myself all the love and attention I need. I give myself all the love and attention I need. For those of you who would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, where I draw one winner around the first of each month and post right back here on the channel. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell so you don't miss that notification. I want you to put in the comment section below the video, I give myself all the love and attention I need. And I want you to notice how your energy is shifting just by saying that. Say it over and over and over until it puts a smile on your face. I give myself all the love and attention I need. Self-love is huge here, and it's focused right on you. That's what I have for you, Cancer. Drop that affirmation in the comment section below. Feel free to like the reading if you enjoyed the messages here. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. Thank you so very much for tuning in today, Cancer. Lots of love.